Verse 14, therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure. And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. And the mean man shall be brought down, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. Then shall the lambs feed after their manner, and the waste places of the fat ones shall strangers eat. When a person does not fear the Lord, they also have a low view of his judgment and of hell. This country and this world has forgotten the fear of the Lord, and it is shown in every facet of life. There is plenty of pomp and self-glorying among people today. All you have to do is watch a football game, watch an inauguration, either party, watch the Olympics. Don't recommend all of that, but just look at all the pomp and circumstance that's shown there. All the glorying in men's achievements. And we should be glorying in the Lord God. There is plenty of pomp and self-glorying among people today. Without Jesus Christ, these people are going to descend into hell when they die. People throw fabulous parties for themselves and celebrate anything and find any excuse to have a party, and they are heading down the wide path that leads to hell. And it says there in verse 15, and the mean man shall be brought down, and the mighty man shall be humbled. The mean man is the man of the lower classes, the poor, the middle class, while the mighty man points to the wealthy and the powerful. And what we see is that God is no respecter of persons, and he will send those that have rejected Jesus Christ's gospel to hell. The proud and the lofty will be humbled one day. And even if it does not happen here on earth, one day everyone will die. And after that, the judgment happens. And at that time, the lofty will bend the knee before Jesus Christ and submit to him. That day of reckoning will come, and the books will be opened, as it says in Revelation chapter 20, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. These are sobering words to hear and to read. I wish people would get it and understand what these things are saying. Whoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. How sorrowful a day that will be to think about. But that day is coming, and the Lord will be exalted in judgment. And when the books are opened, and that which is thought to be done in secret is revealed for all to see, and when men's works are judged and found to be severely lacking when compared to Jesus Christ, you will see and know that the true judge of all the earth does judge righteously. He will be exalted, and the Lord's holiness will be seen and better understood, especially in view of the blackness and foulness of sin, And all will know that Jesus Christ is righteous in his judgment. And as a disciple of Jesus Christ, we will be right there seeing that. And we'll applaud it. Because we'll see that God is right. Right now, I don't want to see anyone go to hell. I don't wish that upon anybody. But when we get to that point in time, we will know that God is right. And I know God is right in it now. That should drive me all the more to let people know about Jesus Christ. Because that day of reckoning is going to happen. Hell is real. Damnation is real. And yes, people make very much of God is love. And he displays that love every day that you are alive. And it was because of his great love that he sent his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. But if people continue to reject Jesus Christ, then there is no hope for them. And you will, at the great white throne judgment, agree with the Lord. And you will exalt his judgment. It'll be a sad day. And it's a sad day to think of now. But we'll agree. Because God is right. And God is just.